Hi everyone, welcome back to Healing Days Oracle, or welcome if you're new. Today we have quick messages from your spirit guides. What do you need to hear today? If you clicked on this video, it's for you. It's not a pick a card, but it is just what you needed to hear today, and we see what the guides are really guiding us towards, answering some specific questions, anything that you needed today. This is for you. So if you're new, my name is Josie. I hope you consider subscribing. All my links are below if you want to have a private reading with me or anything from my Etsy shops. Everything is going to be in the description. My crystals, my decks I have created, and much more. I'm going to go straight into the video. And again, if you want to connect with me, everything is on the description. So again, take what's resonating. I always say trust your guides to, use this video as guidance to really take only what is for you. And they will help you to leave the rest behind. So I'm going to start with these decks here. So I'm going to start with this one here, but just straight into what you needed to hear today. So maybe you have a specific question, maybe something just to open for guidance, or you need answers, you need resolutions, help here. Abundance is straight away. This is a beautiful card. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. And this is a beautiful affirmation card as well, because we needed to remember we are this limitless being. Many times we limit ourselves. We overthink, we stress, we get stuck in negativities, and we don't take a leap of faith. We don't even try sometimes something that we really wanted to do. Your guides could be sending you a lot of signs and you really feel stuck. Maybe you don't feel abundant at all, but the guides are telling you, you are this limitless being. You can manifest what you want. You can feel abundant. And it's just not just on material needs, but on feeling like you're in the right place with the right people. Feeling abundant. So the guides are telling you, you are this limitless being, and sometimes we need to remind ourselves because we have a lot of self-imposed limitations. We get stuck in negative thoughts. And we also have freedom. You see, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Sometimes we are waiting for someone to come and save us, and so we can be happy when something happens. And we keep pushing our happiness into a destination. It's not a specific place that you get to. It's just realization of being happy, of being grateful, of, small things that you can enjoy. And I feel like the guys are telling you, you have this power. Don't leave the power in someone else's hand or something. When I have that, when I have someone, so you can be happy right now. And the blame, see, I accept responsibility for my well-being. Many times, again, waiting for someone to come and save you, waiting for something to happen. You have the responsibility, you have the power in your own hands. For many of you, maybe your power is in someone else's hand or it's something. So the guides are reminding you, you have the power. You are the limitless being yourself. Of course, other people can come and help you. Other people cross your path for a reason. Maybe you want a partner. Maybe you have someone already there. But it's for a reason. It's not to limit you. It's not to take your power, but to add on. So we are here helping each other to evolve and grow. What else the guides are saying? You see, acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Accept. You cannot change the past, but you can use it as a stepping stone to evolve and grow, to understand where you are, what you have learned. Also the death, the transformation. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. Nothing is ending. Maybe you feel like you're closing different chapters of your life and you feel helpless. Just the guides reminding you, you have power. And endings are merely beginnings. Just this cycle of learning, evolving, growing. What have you learned? So you can close a chapter and open new cycles. And the guides are telling you, do not be afraid of closing chapters. What is no longer serving anyway? In your heart, you already know. But sometimes we still hold back on the action. And the guides say you have the power. It's on your hands. It's not someone else's hand. It's your hand. Also, success. You see, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. And loving yourself, first of all, bringing love into a situation. It's not just loving someone. It's not only romantic relationships. Loving what you do, loving your job, loving yourself, first of all. Success, this abundance, is not only on the material needs, but this energy of knowing you have the power. You have control of many, many things. But there are things that, you cannot control other people. It's mainly you. And be able to accept what is no longer serving, closing chapters, not blaming, but understanding this is my responsibility to close this chapter or to allow this new door or try something different. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid to take a leap of faith. Many of us are holding back on just taking the leap of faith or just jumping, trying something new. what you guys want to say to us today. Happiness, you see here? Immense delight can be found in the smallest of things. Cultivate fluttering moments of joy. I love this card because again it tells us about this energy of feeling abundant, feeling happy, feeling successful, knowing that it's on your hands and not waiting. Happiness is not a destination, it's not a place that you get there, but knowing that it's on your hands. You know, to cultivate those moments, fluttering moments of joy. Simple things. It can be when you're grateful as well, when you have that gratitude mind frame for, you know, where you are, for your food, for your company, for your roof, for your breathing fresh air. Also, sacred space, always very, very important. Take time for the dreamer in you. Find your power in stillness. In your sacred space is the peace you seek. So many times you're looking for peace, quiet moments, happiness. It is on your hands to have this time here for yourself, to really prioritize yourself. Take time for the dreamer in you so you can connect this stillness. There's a lot of power, healing power, connecting with your higher self, your guides, connecting with your dreams, connecting with your path, what you're really supposed to be doing. Many times we limit ourselves, we hold back, and the guides are saying, take back power. And many times you need to stop, to be quiet, to listen. We can't always be on a go, and this is a very busy world that we live today, that it's all very fast, but we have to take our time. At the end of the day, beginning of the day, I always say it can be simple things. When you set intentions to connect with your higher self, with your guides, when you have a shower, a bath, when you're going to sleep, we have to take those times to reset, to recharge. We can't always go. We can't always be giving without receiving. Anything else from our guides to us? Rebirth, you see the transformation. No matter what happens, you can find new wings. Rise from the past. Accept the positive change that is coming. You see the death here? You learn that ends are merely beginnings, because after the death here of these things, you know, there's the rebirth. Do not give up. Only because something is changing or it didn't work how you expected doesn't mean it's the end. It could be just a way to teach you a different lesson. There's always a new beginning. Also, adversity. See the gift in challenge. One can be taught within the calm, but the greatest lessons are learned from the storms. No doubt. Because when everything is fine, we can be happy, we can be having a good time, but we may not be learning the greatest lessons. You know, the hard lessons, you know, the challenging situations are there teaching us. Greatest lessons are learned from the storms, because there's always a rainbow after that storm. A lesson here, adversity, so we can see the gift on challenges. Even if you're having a hard time now, there is a gift, there's a reason for everything. Always ask yourself, I can repeat this over and over. What's my lesson here? And expectation, you see here? Be open for whatever comes next. It might just be the music your heart's been waiting to hear. You see, having that expectation of, yes, something's coming, being grateful, but having that flexibility as well. We can set intentions, we can have goals, but having that flexibility with the universe is something I keep always saying on my lives, on my readings, because many times you want something and it has to be this way, and you get frustrated because it's not happening. But when you trust the divine time, when you're flexible, so you know you're not settling for less than we deserve. So have that expectation, something's good coming, but you know, be open for whatever comes next. The universe can be sending you something different, someone different relationships, or change in a relationship. But it can be just what your heart has been waiting for. Sometimes we limit ourselves. Any message from this deck? The faith. You see, believe you are not alone. Spirit is right beside you. Ask for guidance and it will come. Many times we want some kind of answers, but we are not allowing the guide to give us that direction. Those quiet moments, sacred space can be very important. That's when you connect and you get your answers. Quiet moments, set intention, ask for the help. Believe you are not alone. None of us are alone. We have our guides, your angels, your ancestors. There's so much around us, but we need to give permission. They will not invade your free will. But ask for the guidance. It will come. It can be on dreams, synchronicities, signs, repeated numbers, lucid dreams. Pay attention, because once you ask, you open, have your quiet times, your quiet moments, You know, that power and stillness will give you answers. A couple of messages from this deck here too. You do have listen to your intuition, no doubt. Your guides send you directions, your intuition, connecting with you. Anything else? It is communicate clearly. You see here? With your guides, with someone next to you. Be honest, be straightforward. Communicate clearly will open the path. Be clear with your guides as well. Set intention and trust the answers that are going to come. Listen to your intuition. Also within the next few weeks, you see many of you need a specific time frame for resolutions, for doors openings, for opportunities, for things that you're trying to resolve or manifest. Could be just a couple of weeks. Okay, so stay in that positive gratitude mind frame in the meantime. Because sometimes it's hard to wait. But I got to say, trust the intuition, trust the time, divine time. A couple of weeks here for many of you. It's just a matter of a little bit of time. Remain positive, you see? Even if you don't know the answer, even if it didn't come yet, trust it's coming. Remain positive, remain with that gratitude mind frame, that positive expectation and faith. You're not alone, you're being guided. You can trust your intuition. Anything else? Improving health. Okay, so for many of you, you need to hear this. Is physical health, mental health, financial health. You are improving. Okay, the answers are coming. Okay, so within the next few weeks, things are going to start to change, especially if you are going through the storm or the challenging situation. The adversities are teaching you a lesson. Pay attention what this lesson is, so you can remain positive even throughout the lessons and the hard times, because a couple of weeks, things are turning around. For many of us, you're being guided, and if you're not listening to this guidance, have those quiet times. The sacred space here is very necessary for us to be able to listen to our intuition, our guidance, because you're not alone. And they're telling you, you're not alone. We are right there. We're sending you lessons. We're sending you direction, guidance, but you need to listen. And knowing that you have a lot of power in your hands as well to understand anything that is closing. You have new doors opening. You have new opportunities, new cycles. And cultivate moments of joy. You know, saying that happiness is not because you're happy all the time. It's not because you're positive all the time, but we are cautious of being stuck in negativities, overthinking, stress, so you can shift that energy and realize, okay, I'm stuck in this negative energy. I don't want to be here. So you have that conscious attitude of shifting, paying attention to something small that's happening that's very positive. You put some music that you enjoy. Anything that can shift your perspective to a more positive energy. And then you're going to be listening more to your guides and your intuition. So you remain positive and you keep improving. And there's a couple of weeks here for many of you to see a specific answer, specific direction, specific door opening for resolving, manifesting something. So I'll send you much positive energy. Connect with your guides, listen to your intuition. And if you want an extension of this reading or anything from my Etsy shops, the crystals you see, my own decks I have created, and much more, all the links are there. If you're new, consider subscribing, like, share this video, it helps the channel so much. And as always, I wish you a lovely, blessed, and healing day. Thanks for watching.